when you're hitting the bag, right? I see you hitting them when you walk. I want you to do like this and do boom, 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 boom. You keep for boom, 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 boom. How long you can do that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Well, I think when he weighed in for Mike Tyson was 227 pounds. That is, if I'm not mistaken, a 92-pound weight difference. Almost a 100-pound weight difference. It's insane. That is called one thing. That's called being a bully.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis just teamed up with the legendary Mike Tyson for one of the most intense training sessions boxing fans have ever seen. The energy in the gym was unreal, as Iron Mike drilled Tank on explosive power, head movement, and those vicious uppercuts that built his legacy. Witnesses said Davis looked razor-sharp, faster, stronger, and more ruthless than ever. With Tyson in his corner, Tank's heading into the Jake Paul fight with a whole new level of danger.
Are there any considerations when you're moving your head, like you're trying to get your head out of the center line?
No, well, you want to get out the center, but the objective for him to throw the punch before you can count it. And if he throws the punch here, you count here, you go to here, and he's still outside.
Yeah, absolutely, that makes sense. So you want them to miss, and when they miss, that's your opportunity.
Absolutely. Sometimes you can punch while he's punching, you can throw boom at the same time. As he punches, boom, you go down.
Absolutely.
It's all about moving after you punch. As soon as you punch, you're gone. Whatever it is, boom, side, whatever it is, you have to go.
I love that foot movement. Is that something that Casamano taught you?
Yeah, twisting.
Twisting is...
The massive showdown between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis is officially set for November 14th at the Sasa Center in Miami, Florida. Originally, it was planned for Atlanta, but that changed after the Georgia Athletic and Entertainment Commission raised concerns over the big weight gap between the two fighters.
Oh my days. Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. Is this real? This can't be real. Because he was talking about fighting Joshua, which is heavyweight. And now he's saying about fighting Tank. Nah, this can't be. It's Netflix as well. I need to go and do some checks and see if like the main pages have posted this. But Jake Paul's posted it. It says Friday, November 14th. It's in Atlanta, State Farm Arena. This is random, though.
Here's where it gets wild. Mike Tyson, who's actually shared the ring with Jake Paul, is warning both sides. Tyson knows how unpredictable Paul can be, but he also understands the serious threat that comes with Tank's lightning speed and knockout precision. Sure, Jake's got size and youth, but Tyson believes Davis's timing and one-punch power could flip the script fast. His message? Paul might be underestimating the storm coming his way.
I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now, but he's got a tough fight coming up. You know, he's the top dog. There's no doubt about it. He showed that. But Barrio, he's a pretty good fighter. Last time I saw him fight, he was pretty durable.
Still, Tyson didn't shy away from giving Jake his respect. He admitted that Paul's punches hit harder than he expected, saying he felt sore all over after sparring. That's not a light compliment coming from a man who built his name on pure destruction. Tyson's honesty proves Jake's power isn't just social media hype. He's evolved into a serious athlete who can inflict real damage inside the ring.
Oh, no, I don't remember the fight that much. I kind of blanked out a little. Listen, know what I remember? Coming back from the first round. Then the next day I remember Jake is doing some kind of, I don't know, what was he doing at the ring?
Oh, yeah, a little bow at the end. He bowed.
And that's the last thing I remember. You know, but the day after the fight, right after, the day after, I woke up and told my wife, why did I do that? You know, I don't know. I just don't know what the hell goes on.
What did you think of Jake's power, man, when you were in there?
I don't remember it. But my body was really sore. Yeah, my body, my chest, my stomach and stuff was...
Fans and analysts often compare Gervonta Davis to a young Mike Tyson, both ruthless knockout artists with magnetic personalities. But while those comparisons sound flattering, they come with context. Davis fights in a completely different era, at a much smaller weight, and in a sport that's evolved far beyond Tyson's heavyweight dominance.
I have to ask you, would you ever ever remake your famous video game? Bring it to the next generation consoles, my friend?
Hey, I'm just happy to be alive. Thank
What
you.
about, what do you think about people comparing Tank Davis to you? What do you think about that?
Tank is a great fighter.
You think he's a great fighter? But what do you think about them comparing him to you? You're a legend, my friend.
Well, he'll be one too if he keeps fighting.
Oh, okay. All right, well, thank you. Okay.
Tank himself isn't entirely on board with the new Tyson label. He said in interviews that while Tyson was a brawler who thrived on aggression and intimidation, he considers himself a boxer-puncher, someone who blends precision with power instead of relying only on brute force.
Do you feel like you're the mini Mike Tyson?
Nah,
What do you call your style?
I don't know. I think I'm a boxer puncher.
What was Mike Tyson?
He was a brawler.
Brawl means more than one person.
A brawler. Like somebody that's like,
So he knocked people out real quick. You knock people out real quick.
yeah, but I can knock you out like,
So you saying that you can knock him out faster than Mike Tyson, probably, if it was a challenge?
no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, Mike Tyson got power and skills. I feel as though like I have like the whole pack. I don't know,
When Tyson was asked about those comparisons, he didn't hold back. He laughed and said, maybe just getting in trouble with the law. Other than that, no. It was a cheeky jab at Davis's offering controversies, but also a clear message. Tyson doesn't fully buy into the idea that Tank is walking in his shadow.
Davis, a lot of people say he reminds you of them. Does he remind you of yourself?
There we go. I don't know. Maybe just getting in trouble with the law. Other than that, no.
What's interesting is that Davis hasn't always seen Tyson as untouchable either. After Tyson's loss to Jake Paul, Tank criticized the decision to fight again, saying it hurt rather than honored the legend's legacy. Now, with Davis taking on Paul himself, he's facing that same wave of criticism, accused of chasing spectacle and money instead of legacy.
Do you think that it's fair to call them boxers now? We talk about Logan Brothers.
I think it's okay to call Jake Paul a boxer. The only reason why I say that is because he do be in the gym. He's working on stuff. The fight that he fought Mike Tyson, I don't think he should have fought Mike Tyson because of who Mike Tyson is and the age. And he said that he didn't try to knock him out. Yes, you did. You just couldn't get the knockout. And he tried to knock him out for sure.
How much money you think they paid Tank?
Tank gonna make upwards around 100 million.
Say a word.
Real talk, so you can't really blame him for taking that.
Many fans argue that this matchup feels more like a show than a real fight. Critics say Tank skipped a rightful rematch with Lamont Roach to chase a massive payday. At the press conference, Davis clapped back, saying he doesn't care what people think. Fans should just sit back and enjoy the fireworks.
Look at this face-off, Henry. What are your thoughts here?
You're hearing that shit from me. That's cringe. In some weird way, I kind of like
cringe about it?
He's trying to big man the smaller guy, who the smaller guy to me is dangerous. I think Tank Davis is going to put the hands on him, but I like it, bro. I will say something about Jake Paul. He's brought a lot of attention to boxing. Tank Davis guaranteed $40 million.
If you were in that position, would you fight Jake Paul?
Oh, hell yeah. You got to give Jake Paul his flowers. Mike Tyson, Anderson Silva, Nate Diaz.
Jake Paul is a disruptor, and he's done a phenomenal job at that. You get big and famous enough to where they will just hand you the title shot and completely throw out the ranking system.
If Jake Paul was to do that, I think that'd be the greatest sports accomplishment in history. Going from a Disney Channel kid to a YouTuber to becoming a world champion.
I don't remember the last time that I've heard Gervonta Davis say, I'm in boxing to be the greatest fighter of all time. I've heard him say that he's better than certain guys in his weight class, or this kid can't beat me. I've heard that. I can't remember, and maybe y'all can keep me honest online. The last time I've heard Gervonta Davis talk about his legacy in the ring. Like I'm building my legacy. I'm trying to outdo Floyd in legacy. Like, I think it started like that for him. But the influence of Floyd Mayweather, Money Man, not Pretty Boy, but the Money Man, and building your brand and selling tickets and selling pay-per-views and becoming a household name, that's also a legacy. You got the legacy in the ring and you got the legacy in terms of how you sold. I believe Gervonta Davis is more focused on selling tickets and making money and securing his future for himself and his family. He said it out of his own mouth. I ain't got nothing else to prove. If you're trying to be one of the greatest fighters of all time, it's still a whole lot to prove. My point is, Roy, I don't think, should everybody hold this man to the standard that they hold him to and say, you not fighting nobody, yeah, you making money, but you ain't really fought nobody. If he don't even care about that, that's not even something that he's really focused on. If his main focus is the money, and his main focus is getting out of boxing without getting hurt and retiring on his own terms, shouldn't his fan base and other people get on board with that if that's not even his goal? How can we hold him to something like that if he don't even hold himself to that?
Meanwhile, UFC brawler Mike Perry isn't buying the hype. He claims Davis has lost the fire that made him great and warned that facing a naturally bigger, hungrier Jake Paul could be a huge mistake. Perry emphasized the brutal reality. When your opponent outweighs you by nearly 180 pounds, every punch, every exchange, and every ounce of stamina hits differently. And come fight night, that difference could decide everything.
Your buddy Jake just signed on to fight Tank Davis. What do you think of that fight? He's got like 100 pounds on him.
Yeah, you know, and they say that there's a large weight discrepancy. Like, me and Jeremy are the same size. So, you know, it's his lower half is really small. My legs are gonna work the best that night. I have really strong legs. I'll squat twice the size that he can, and so my strong legs are gonna do work. Jake is big. Tank has a lot of skill, but I don't think he's the same Tank that we saw the most incredible knockouts. We saw him, I mean, Lamont Roach performed great. They went to draw, and, you know, I just don't know. And Tank walked away. I don't know if he loves it enough to beat a guy who outweighs him by 80 to